Hi guys, sorry to bother you again, and this time it's not going to be a dramatic reading of anything horrible, but it's something that's been bothering me the past few weeks, ever since Nasch's reveal, his abandonment of his bond with Yuma. And it seems to be something the fandom is very divided on. I see half of the people in the fandom who are like, wow, what a douchebag, but I can understand why he's doing it. And the other half are just like, why the fizzidiuck are you abandoning your bond with Yuma, Shark? Like, what is wrong with you? You love Yuma, and I'm not saying that as a Shark hater because, well, I mean, yeah, obviously I'm going to say that. But really, if you look at it, from what normal people would consider love, sacrificing yourself, your physical well-being, almost sacrificing your life to save someone, that's love. I don't care. Jesus said it, you know? What greater love hath a man than this, that he may lay down his life for his friends? That's love. That's love. So, anyway, Shark's bond with Yuma has been the defining characteristic of his character development. He loves Yuma. And people are really pissed because he's throwing away that love for Yuma to join the Barians, who ruined his life. They almost killed his sister, and they ruined his life. And he watched Vector kill his sister in a past life. He knows that Vector probably killed him too. Why is he working with Vector? Because he has a responsibility to his people, and the thousands of men, women, and children who died because of him, because of his vendetta against clash with Vector. And he feels responsible for that. But the point of this video isn't to reiterate this, because it's been reiterated before, and if you still haven't gotten that point across, I linked to a few essays that have been written on the subject, because you really need to understand why he is doing what he's doing. The problem I noticed recently, anyway, is people are like, well, I understand why he's doing it. I understand that he's doing it because he feels responsible, but I just don't understand why he feels that having people hate him and hurting the people that he loves is a good solution to his problem. And I think that I'm not saying that it's an obvious answer, but it makes sense. Nasch can't just abandon an entire world for the sake of a few people, and that's why he's doing it. He can't deny his feelings that he's doing the right thing for the sake of Barian World, just because of Yuma. He loves Yuma, but there are hundreds of people who love him too, who need him. That their lives are collapsing around them. Their world is being literally destroyed. Earthquakes and acid rain and all this other horrible stuff. Their world is being destroyed, and they need Nasch to help them save it. They can't do it without Nasch, and that is readily apparent in the past couple of episodes, because he leads them. He's their king. He's their leader. Yuma, you have this optimistic 13-year-old kid who was bullied and depressed and lost his parents, but he believes that he can make a better future for himself. He, as far as I can tell, has rejected the idea of having to follow a set destiny, that he can make his own future. That's Katobing. I'm going to make my own future. And Shark is a bit different. He accepts that there is such a thing as fate, and by denying him that idea, denying him that there is such a thing as fate, saying, well, that's just stupid, it's not really his fate, he's just making a stupid decision and going about this the whole wrong way, you're really insulting all of those people who do believe that they have a fate. You may not believe in it, but he does. It's his destiny, his future, his fate to save his world, to fight against Yuma, and that's what he believes. So don't downplay his beliefs just because you want him to understand his feelings for Yuma or whatever. Separate the two of them. Shark and Yuma are two separate individuals. They are not one. They're not shark bait. I can say this without sounding like I'm ship hating, because there's probably nobody in this fandom that loves this freaking ship as much as I do. So separate them. They are two different people. They need to be addressed as such. Yuma has different goals. Shark has different goals. They're different people. Shark's existence is independent of Yuma's. Just try to understand that. Just understand that part, and the rest will be a bit easier for you. So, why, Shark? Why are you fighting in the first place? Why not find a peaceable solution to this problem? That's the question I keep seeing, especially today. Like, why did you just kill 4? He's your friend. Like, they have a very interesting friendship, but they're friends. Shark considers 4 a friend, 4 considers Shark his only friend. And it's really painful to watch him try to save his friend and end up dead because of it. There is, as far as Shark can see, as far as Nasch can see, no peaceable solution. We know, and Yuma knows, that the barian and astral worlds used to be one world. That they can coexist if they can just get put back together. Shark doesn't know that. Nasch doesn't know that. What he sees is the world that he's responsible for collapsing around him. Everything in it is going to be destroyed. And the only thing he can do, because the astral world and the barian world can't exist as far as the barians are concerned, he has to destroy the astral world. And to do that, Yuma and Astral are he has to defeat them. There is no other way. There is no, well, we don't have to fight because one of them has to die or the other. That is the mindset that the barians have. And that's the mindset that Nasch has adopted. Astral's goal has been stated very, very bluntly to destroy the barian world. And Yuma is fighting with Astral. He has no choice but to fight Yuma and Astral. Because they're going to try to destroy his world, he has to protect it. So that's why there is no peaceable solution as far as Nasch can tell. You have to understand that Nasch does not know everything that we know, which we admittedly don't really know a whole lot. But he doesn't know that the barian world and astral worlds used to be the same thing. Nibbler, did you just ruined my braviary? I'm very sad. So, please don't get angry with Nasch for abandoning Yuma, because what he's doing makes sense for what he knows. Because he doesn't know what Yuma knows. Yuma doesn't understand what Nasch knows. There's confusion. And they're just trying to protect what they love, because they can't coexist. So that's all I have to say on that. There are probably going to be people who will not listen, or who just can't really handle the idea of Nasch abandoning Yuma, but just Please, for the love of God, separate them. They are two different people. They are not one shark-bait entity as much as we want them to be. Trust me when I say this. I think in the end, this is my personal theory now, this is not founded in canon at all, but I think that Yuma is going to help Nasch understand that they can put the worlds back together, that the Numeron code can be used to save both worlds, that there is no more reason to fight. But until then, it's necessary. It's necessary to fight each other because one world can't live while the other lives. That the barian world is crumbling because of the continued existence of the astral world. And that Nasch has to fight the astral world to save those people who love and depend on him. So that's all I have to say about that. And I'm hoping that this is at least somewhat mildly positively received, but you are welcome to tell me that I'm misinterpreting the whole situation, but this is, as far as I can tell, this is, Nasch doesn't want to do it. That is obvious. That is obvious. He wants them to hate him. He said it himself. Come on, 4, hate me. Hate me. He wants him to hate him because it's easier to sever those bonds, to let go of Ryoga Kamishiro when people hate him. That's why he's being an asshole. It makes sense. So please stop misinterpreting him, because he's not doing it out of spite. He's doing it out of necessity. And I hope that none of you accuse me of being that, like, Loki defender. Oh, he's just misunderstood, whatever nonsense. This is how it appears, not just to me, but I've seen other people. This is our interpretation of it. And this isn't aimed at any particular person. This is aimed largely at the fandom and people on NAC who apparently just... There's a reason I quit anime a long time ago. But anyway, I hope you guys have a really lovely day. Sorry for making you sit through this, but too long don't read. He had a reason. He has a reason for fighting. There is no peaceable solution, and I firmly believe everything will work out in the end because Yuma's hope for the future will shine bright and save everyone. So have a lovely day, friends. Bye.